Today, I'm going to show you how to get a full $1 million. Like magic, except this is reality. This means it won't happen overnight. Instead, I'm going to give you authentic advice that yields real results that you can take actionable steps towards. The only way that you will magically get $1 million overnight is if you win the lottery. Feel free to go buy a lottery ticket, but you won't win. But if you do, comment so down below, and with evidence, I will issue a public apology. First, let's start with the bullshit a normal financial advisor will tell you. Saving is the key to good finances. You should save 15 or even 20% of your income every month. If you make the median US income of about $50,000, and we just pretend that taxes don't exist, bear with me right now, this is an example, that means you're saving $10,000 each and every year. If we divide that by 12, this means you're saving $833 per month. We'll call that $850 for this example. Just saving cash, it will take you 98 years to end up with $1 million. At a normal bank's interest rate, using USAA as an example, you get 0.15% if you maintain $10,000 in your savings account. So, investing $850 into this example USAA savings account will get you to $1 million in 92 years. Which sounds pretty, garbage. Like, hot garbage. Flaming garbage even. Whoever may have told you to do this with your finances was either working for a bank or they just didn't know any better. I was born and raised in a trailer. The idea of actually saving in itself was almost foreign. We knew that we should. That was what my parents taught me, even though they never did it themselves. Even moving on to when I could get financial advice from people who were, at least to me at the time, wealthy people, they would say that savings is key. If you keep saving, you can retire. But then I took an economics class my senior year of high school and actually listened. They taught me about what's called inflation. Inflation, in case you don't already know, is where the value of money goes down, or the cost of items and services goes up over time. Imagine that today in 2020, a $100 bill will buy 100 candy bars. However, in 2030, it would only buy you 92 candy bars, with a little bit of change left over. That's inflation. The rate of inflation in the US varies a bit by decade. However, since the Great Recession, it's been like good milk, 2%, roughly. So while your savings of $850 a month with 0.15% interest rate got you to over $1 million in only 92 years, taking into account a modest 2% rate of inflation, that money is only really worth $163,445. Let that sink in. You are losing money by saving it. You are gaining more dollars, but losing buying power because the rate of inflation exceeds most savings accounts. Now, if you use a high yield savings account, which generally matches the rate of inflation, sometimes a little less and sometimes a little more, but assuming this high yield savings account matches inflation, you will have $1 million now in only 55 years, a marked improvement. However, you still lose buying power. This might sound counterintuitive, but basically, because the $850 you put in the bank in April 2020 is worth more in terms of buying power than the $850 you put in the bank in April of 2030, this means you are still losing buying power over time. This means that at 55 years, the $1 million you have has a true $342,000 worth of buying power. To compensate for this, you would have to update your rate of savings by the rate of inflation. So, save $1,000 for the first month, but then save $1,020 for the 13th month. We're not running this calculation. This math gets a little more complicated than what I'm going to do today, but you get the point. Basically, the point is that while yes, you do need to be able to save every month in order to become wealthy, the basic compound interest of a savings account is far too little for you to consider it an investment. If you're having trouble saving, you really only have two choices. Either increase your income or decrease your expenses. I only recommend high yield savings accounts to hold emergency funds or maybe hold cash that you are about to use for a major purchase like a car or a house. They simply don't make you money because of inflation, despite being far better than physical cash or a normal savings account. Instead, after your personal emergency fund is taken care of, and at least most of your debt is gone, especially high interest debt, I recommend that you put your money into something with a much higher yield like stocks. The S&P 500 is generally known to have averaged out a 7 to 9% return after taking into account inflation. This means that in the long run, the S&P 500 would get you to $1 million in only 25 years with a true buying power of more like $650,000. Again, this effective loss only occurs if you don't automatically reinvest your gains. Technically, if you hold a stock and it doubles in value, the next time it goes up 5%, it will be as if it had gone up 10% when you first bought it. Or, in the case of dividends, you can either manually reinvest them or use a dividend reinvestment program that is built into the stock itself or your brokerage. Having it set up to be automatic basically means you can reinvest the dividend without paying taxes on it. There are 4 common platforms for purchasing stocks below. Acorns is a nifty tool that will automatically invest funds for you based on your risk tolerance. They also shave the change off of every purchase you make. So this tool is really good if you have a hard time saving to start with. Because when you're buying $5.47 worth of Taco Bell, you're probably not going to notice the 53 cents that they take out. If you use the link below, you should get a free $5 contributed to your account. Stash is a very simple, user-friendly tool that gives you names and descriptions of different funds and companies you can invest in, and you can set up automatic deposits either into your account or automatic recurring purchases of select stocks and funds. If you use the link in the description after adding cash to your Stash account, you should be rewarded with at least $25 into that same account. Robinhood is a slightly less simple tool. Most stocks from the US are available, although a few things sometimes seem to appear in the New York Stock Exchange, but not on Robinhood. The link below gives you a free stock when you sign up. Webull is the most advanced app trading platform in this video. I have the app on my phone, but I honestly haven't used this one. If you use a referral link, and I'll try to put one below, you should be able to get 2 stocks for free, at least one of which will be valued somewhere between $1,200 and $1,400. That's a much better chance than just playing the lottery. You could even just sign up for the apps just to try them, and then sell the free stocks and cash out. With $25 from Stash, 1 stock from Robinhood, and 2 stocks from Webull, as well as the $5 from Acorns, that will put you probably at $50 to $1,350 just for fiddling around on your phone or desktop for a few minutes. If you learned anything from this video, please share it with a friend. The notification bell will let you know when I release another video. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.